that has the capacity to listen to the truth, no matter how bitter it is. Tinubu should look for people. When there was problem during Jonathan, I was one of the ardent critics of Jonathan. Every day I was on air criticizing Jonathan. But Jonathan invited me so many times, and I advised him, even though he did not use it. But he looked for people. So Jonathan seems to be a more willing president to deal with the situation. His challenge was that he was not quite prepared for leadership. Tinubu has been a governor of Lagos, a very complex state, for 8 years. Are you saying he didn't know what to do? You gave an advice, and I think I should respond to that. I don't want to have the experience I had with Buhari, with Tinubu again.
That's why I said, for the sake of innocent people.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Yes.
The last time I saw Buhari,
yes,
I put before President Buhari the damaging security situation, and he confessed to me that he didn't know the depth of the situation as it were.
Exactly.
The president begged me that please, I should come and see him regularly to update him on the security situation. I also gave him advice on things he should do. But I told him that was the last time I was going to see him. And he became very angry. Why would I say so? And that became the last time.
Wow.
I don't want to run any battle with a cabal again. Tinubu's cabal is more sophisticated than Buhari's cabal.
That's all.
Buhari's cabal is a group of inexperienced people who run after money. Tinubu's cabal is a sophisticated cabal, educated, experienced, they have tested power. I don't want to have problem with them.
Since we're already touching on this, can you expatiate on what you mean by comparing cabals, the President Muhammadu Buhari cabal to President Tinubu's cabal? In the first place, I think eventually everybody came to accept that there was a cabal. I spoke with your former colleague, Barrister Solomon. He sat here where you sat about 3 weeks ago, and he did admit that there were gatekeepers. I didn't use the word cabal, I used the word gatekeepers. So he acknowledged that former chief of staff, late Abakari, was a gatekeeper, that whatever memo you brought, whoever you are, he would make sure you never saw the president. Abba, he said the young man, what's his name, Tunde Sabiu, was a gatekeeper also. And then, of course, he also had issues from his state governor. But I don't think anybody has talked about President Tinubu having a cabal. So can you enlighten me, sir? Who are the cabal under President Tinubu?
The chairman of Tinubu's cabal is Gbadabi Amila.
How?
He is the chief of staff.
Yes.
The office of the chief of staff to the president under Obasanjo played his traditional role.
Okay.
In fact, you don't even know who was Obasanjo.
You never even saw him.
They were not visible.
Not many people could point at the
Very good. But suddenly, after during Jonathan, they became very ambitious. And they annexed all authority within the office of the president to themselves.
Let me ask you this question, sir. Is that not because the principal, the president, allowed them to do that? Don't you think so?
Well,
especially under President Muhammadu Buhari, who openly said in the glare of the world that if you want to see me, see my chief of staff, or you see the SGF, don't come to me. He gave them, he ceded his power. That's what I think. Yeah. Because under Obasanjo, President Obasanjo has the penchant of picking his phone, calling you at dead midnight. I was very close to a couple of ministers. And they will tell me, the president will call them randomly at any time to ask them anything. He had access to everybody. Everybody had access to him. Even I had access to President Obasanjo when he was president. So I think it's about the person occupying that office. If you cede especially President Muhammadu Buhari, I like the man personally as an individual, but I think he did great damage to the office of President of Nigeria. My personal opinion. And I'm old and big enough to say that.
Okay, are you hypertensive? Because when
I'm not.
Okay, what I'm going to say should not rest your BP.
Okay.
I love this country so much. And while in office, I did things that nobody